everybody, it's Carolyn and welcome back. And today it is time for Friday Flips and Flops. So let's get started. Okay, makeup this week has been one, no surprise, is the Naked 3 that Natalie, the Beauty Diva, and we did a collaboration using this palette. If you haven't seen that, I'll link both of our looks below. And this has always been one of my favorite palettes, and these shades are just ones that I'm attracted to. You know, I'm just drawn to those roses and pinks and that kind of thing. So that was fun. This palette, I wish that it had not been limited edition because it is a wonderful palette, and so but it was. And it is the Cargo, it's the Vintage Escape palette. It looks like this. So pretty, so easy to work with. I love it. Okay. I've been using my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette this week. It's like that. Also for eyeliner, I love this little palette. It is the Sonia Kashuk. I've shown it before. It's, you know, it has all these different liners in it. I just spritz a little water, you know, on the lid, and then just go into the color, dip my brush in it and go into the color that I want, and it just stays all day. So I love this. Two other eyeliners that I've used. This one I'm using today, and is NARS Via Veneto. It's just a black, and I have that on my, I lined my eyes with it. That's what I did. And I also tight lined and did my bottom rim with it. So I do like this one. This one, when I first got it, I didn't know if I would love it or not, and it's the one from Hourglass. It is very, very tiny, and you just roll up what you need because you can't roll it back down. These have, I don't know how many uses they say it is in each one, but you could buy them in a 3-pack or just buy one. I just bought one to try it, and I really just love this thing. It is so easy to tight line with, and you know, this is a really good liner. I like it. I just don't like the price tag of it. I don't use it every time, you know, because I've been kind of, you know, just kind of savoring it, I guess. But this would be something I would consider repurchasing. I really like it that much. Okay, blushes. I wore several color blushes this week. This one I used with the Hourglass. I tend to pick up, you know, the pinks or the mauve tones with that. And this is the Mosaic Powder Blushing from Napoleon Purtis. Really pretty. I use this every week, so it is the Mood Exposure from Hourglass. Mine doesn't want to stay shut. Okay, this was so pretty on. I hadn't worn these together, and I don't know why, but I'd used the Vintage Escape palette, and I thought, gosh, that would really look pretty with a coral blush. And so I pulled out the Majorette from Benefit, and it is a little cream blush. And so I just put it on with a e.l.f. small stipple brush. And this is so pretty. Looks like that. And then over top of it, I use the Milani in Luminoso. I'll show you that one. I love to wear this one in the summer. I love corals. So I just put this one lightly over top of it. Ladies, so pretty. Oh, so I like that a lot. I used, okay. This one is new to me. You know, I've been shopping my stash. I have picked up a few things, not a lot this year. I've picked up a few blushes mainly. And, but I haven't bought any palettes yet. Can you believe it? I mean, here it is, about the mid part of February, and I haven't bought a palette this year. That's impressive for me, because that's my weakness. But anyway, I had a Physicians Formula blush that I have used this thing a lot, and it is the one of the Happy Boosters in, you know, pink. I've just about worn all my little hearts off, but I love this blush so much. So I thought, well, I want to try one of these new ones from Physicians Formula, and it is the Argan Wear Ultra Nourishing Argan Oil Blush. I got it in the color Rose. Looks like this. It had a gold overspray, you know, on it, which looks really pretty. I don't really care so much for an overspray on it, because once you know, I don't like glitter anyway, but once you swatch it, you know, it's gone anyway. So, but the color of it, I love it. I have it on today. I like the color a lot. Very light, you know, pink. What I don't like about it is the smell. It's got a lot of fragrance to it. When you open it, you can smell it. I mean, if I have it down here, I don't really smell it, you know, if I have it away from me. But, you know, if you open it up, you know, right here at you. And that may, I don't know, no, I don't think it will. But I was starting to say, maybe that'll just go away. But no, I don't think so. I don't notice it after I put it on, though. At first I can smell it, but then it just dissipates. So that I'm glad about. But if you're real sensitive to smells, and I have a lot of, for perfumes, like I can't wear perfumes. It's just, they end up giving me a headache. They just kind of make me sick to my stomach. I was a little bit worried when I got this, and it was, you know, a strong fragrance to it, that I might not be able to wear it. But it does go away. In a very short period of time after you put it on, it's gone. I don't notice it anymore. So I do like this. It feels nice, so I like it. I just don't like the smell. They could have done without that. And you know, this week was so easy. Well, let's see. I do have these. This week I've worn the Maybelline in Mauve Mania. This color here. It's so pretty. This one, I've only worn a few times, and I really do like it. It is Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie Buttercream in the color Must Have Pink. It's like that. It's just a little doe foot. And it is a very pretty color. So I have that on today. They're not long wearing, you know, but they're not like sticky, but I don't think they wear very long, but I like it. Okay, what was I going to say? Oh, today is the last day of the 6-week challenge that Rocky and Rich, the daily vloggers, I'll link their channel below, that they started. And so it was healthy habits, you know, whatever you chose to do that you know. So I needed to lose weight, plain and simple, you know. And so for my final, I didn't start right at the beginning. I started on I want to say it was the 12th. I have videos to show it though. But as of today, I have lost 11.5 pounds. So I am thrilled, absolutely thrilled. So I thank them for starting this, and you know, for the motivation, the inspiration, and, you know, keeping me accountable, because, you know, just coming on every week and letting you know and keeping you updated, then that has really kept me accountable for it. Also, I've mentioned many times of Hello Jerry, the Dukan diet that she's talked about. I'll link her below. You can go and check that out. That is what I chose to use, and I'm so glad that she talked about it, gave so much great information about it, and it has been wonderful. I bought the book, and, you know, I will continue on with this because I would like to lose at least 20 more pounds. So if y'all want any more updates on that, you can let me know, and I will, you know, or when I hit my goal, I'll let you know. So hopefully I'll be able to get there. You know, I said I didn't have any flops this week, but I have one flop. And it's medical. I went to the doctor this week. It was the ones that have been with me for a long time know that last year, starting in December, January really got more hot and heavy as far as testing and all that. They thought I was having problems with my heart. They were going to do a heart cath. It was just, wow. And then they were getting me ready for that. They checked my blood, and my iron and my hemoglobin was extremely low. So that stopped that. They could see that, you know, that's probably why I failed my, what do you call it? The treadmill test that they do. So, anyway, I had to have some iron infusions, and we, you know, we're working trying to get my everything up and get my hemoglobin back to a good place. So, I, you know, went through that all of last year. And so I probably had it checked the last time, the end of October, 1st of November. And it was still low. But, you know, I had been on prescribed iron, and so they, you know, just been keeping an eye out on it. So when I went in this time, I was talking to the doctor, and he goes, well, he said, you know, if things come back good, then you can go off the iron pills. And I was like, oh, that would be so great. Even though I didn't think that was probably going to happen, because I'm staying so cold. My feet, my hands, I'm not a cold-natured person. I'm very hot-natured, and I have just been so cold. And we haven't had a very bad winter at all. I mean, we've had extremely mild winter. You know, and I mean, I can't even imagine the winters that you up north have gone through. I would just freeze to death. I would just be a popsicle. But so we hadn't dealt with, you know, that much. So anyway, I told him about that. So they checked the blood work, and my hemoglobin was in normal range. For a woman, it should be between 12 and 16. Mine is 12.3. So I was glad to see that that was hanging on there. But my iron, not so much. It is 36. It should be between 50 and 212. So I'm still way too low there. They talk about iron saturation. Mine is at 7%. It should be between 20 and 55. So I don't know what makes my iron so low. So instead of getting to go off my iron pills, he's increased them. So I have to start taking them twice a day, which any of you, I know some of you take iron every day as well, and it's just not good on your bowels, let's just say. So that's my flop. But, you know, it's much better as far as hemoglobin. It's much better than last year, so that's yay. And the iron, I just keep praying it'll come up and it'll get better. So I have to go back in 3 months. We'll check it again and see what's happening. So that's my updates. And also I want to say a special thank you to Carol from the Oh Carol Show. She has made a list of women, mature women, over 40. So she has gotten a list together, and so I will link her video below, and then when you watch, you'll see her trailer. To click on the About section, and the list is there. And there's some great ladies that, you know, you should all check them out. And thank you so much, Carol, for doing all of that. Also, there will be a look coming up next Tuesday for Natalie and I. Many people requested the chocolate bar palette, so that will be the next palette that we'll do looks from. So we'll do that on Tuesday. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you real soon. Take care, and bye-bye.